That's my dinner.
There's your sign.
Bring the meeting to order at 6:01, Monday, November 10th. All trustees present.
Oh geez, I need to turn my volume down.
Yes. All present, Rosemary and trustees. Any changes or additions?
Yeah, I'd like to note that there's a date typo on the warrant agenda. Please note that today's date is Monday, November 10th, 2025.
Oh, I did mess up the date. It's the 10th. That's true. I put the 11th instead of the 10th.
All right, you're ready for pledge allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I will add just a quick discussion about our meeting with the town chair and vice chair. That,
Yeah. Writing it. Wait. Oh, this is- Okay.
yeah.
Quick.
We're still thinking, right?
Motion for the-
With that?
Motion for the April meeting.
Yes, looking to approve the minutes for October 15th.
I'll make a motion to spread.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Motion passes. Rosemary, how are you today?
Well.
I don't imagine he's gonna be here very long.
Okay.
Like, I just don't know.
Didn't want Sonny to be there.
Oh,
No, until I go through, until I go into them. Yeah.
mhm.
Where do you want to start?
Whatever you got for us, lay it out.
Do you want to start with the overview on the electric department?
Sure.
That's just a long thing. Okay, so I took all the labor accounts up to the end of October. Budget versus actuals. And we went percentage wise. For the 10 months, it would be 83.33, and we're at 81%, so that's very close. And on the power purchase, I think we're going to be over by about $125,000 for the year.
And what are we doing in that situation here? Is that gonna be just a foot torch next year?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, we've already purchased the power, so it's technically
Right.
ours, so,
right.
so we're just gonna purchase the amount less. That same amount less for next year, or?
We can't, we purchase, I mean, we're kind of,
Do we lose it?
we purchase what we use.
Yeah.
Or we pay for what we use, not just, straight, but load and all, there's all kinds of calculations. We haven't used really any more power. It's just that changes in the rec rules and basically a lot of changes with, stuff with what our legislature does to us, as well as just the cost of power went up some.
Okay, so my question then revolves around that. What are we gonna do with the $125,000 in electricity we purchased?
Sold
Right. We sold it, but
So basically the purchase price is higher than our.
the purchase price is higher than all the estimates were. Unfortunately, it's one of those things, it's like you burn more sunshine, it costs more, and we had a very bright, dry summer.
Yeah.
Until they give you a crystal ball, you can only shoot a dartboard on power and power purchase costs. Our power sales costs, we nailed pretty in our labor budget, we nailed right in the money. I mean, at 83% of the year, we've got 84% of the income. So we're a little bit on the good side versus the budget. It's just that the power purchase costs are they're up for everybody.
So that 125,000 over, that's all purchase power, that's nothing, there's no. That's in and out.
That's in and out. It's that line item has all the stuff surrounding purchase power, our charges for project 10, for all the renewable
There's no
stuff.
equipment, labor, nothing, none of that.
No, it all comes in a bill.
Yeah,
And we sold.
yeah.
So if you have a summer where you have twice as much sun as you normally do,
You're buying
you
higher.
don't sell as much electricity, obviously.
What did we sell it for?
Well,
It's more about the solar is coming in, right?
right, it's
Because it's a higher rate.
right, exactly.
So basically the ones that are solar or
We're paying retail for the local solar farms.
Right.
That's part of it. The other part of it is the different programs, dropping off and new ones coming on and having to pay. It's a big. Well, yeah, it's a
Yeah,
big
it's a mess.
regulatory mess that's well above my pay grade.
right.
It always has been since they started it.
So
So we sold it for what?
our rates, I mean,
Well, what's the number?
so far, we've sold $2,008,768 worth.
So these trends moving forward, we can't do anything about the past. So these trends moving forward, is that we looking at a rate increase or?
Absolutely. I mean, I had VIPSA calculate for one, try to get one this year. And they came back and said we didn't have the numbers to support rate increase at all. So.
That's a ESP.
So is that $125 deficit, is that a estimated year end or is that what we're currently
That's the
at?
estimated year end.
Okay.
125,000.
125,000.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's estimated year end.
Where are we at right now? It must be. We're looking at two. So we must be in the red right now. Between purchase and.
Well,
sale.
right now, we're at total budget. It was. This is through the end of October, 71% overall. Almost 72%
72%.
That's actually
budget.
well below budget.
Yeah. So we're in the black right now.
There may be other categories that are under budgeted too.
So we're under budget right now, we're in the black right now. So,
That means if we're in the black at the end of the year, we're not getting a raise.
well, right, but I'm saying is that they projected is $125,000 shortfall in the next 2 months.
Not in the whole budget, just on the power purchase line. item.
Right.
Just on the power purchase line. Item.
Okay. So where's the trade power purchase right now? We must be in the red now, because 125,000 deficit, 2 months, it's.
Right,
Okay.
and on that line item, we'd be in the red.
Mhm.
Yes.
So how much are we at, how much are we at right now? Between, just straight up power purchase,
Well, let's see, 125 times 0.83, it'd be about 103,000. Right now.
is that actual or is that an estimate off the?
That's just me going with 83% of
Right.
125, I'm just short-handing Rosemary's math.
Yeah, I mean, I could do the math, I'm sort of the actual numbers.
Well, if you take the total spent. And the bill for September was 86,000.
So we don't have an October bill yet,
Right,
Right,
so it's not,
so I just estimated 100,000 for each month.
yeah,
Some months were lower than
I got you.
100,000, some were over.
When's it in?
easier, it's calendar year.
Oh.
Yep,
So how many extra kilowatt hours? Is that has defined or none?
the usage isn't up, right?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that's the big drivers, is I think it's the
Well-
bigger drivers,
Well, don't we purchase it by kilowatt hour?
yes. Asterisks, but yeah, different, but there's also other charges that are part of power supply,
I understand.
and they're substantial.
So if this year, the recommendation from the board was that we didn't qualify for a rate increase to 8.
Right.
Uh,
And we're gonna, look into it next year as soon as possible.
Which won't be till,
March to get started.
Where are we?
Probably won't get on the, probably won't get going on it till probably May.
Where are we with all the other munis still like in the middle of that?
We're about middle as far as rates. Yep, we're about the middle. Almost dead center.
Yeah.
Yep.
cheaper, right?
Even a lot cheaper than what Hyde Park's gonna be.
well, not really, if you look at the rates in 13.
Right. I'm saying,
They raised the rates in 13 years.
right, so we have probably, I think we might be a little more expensive than them now, but rather soon they'll be a good deal more expensive.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess we just want to, come budget time, we want to really start, and purchasing time, we want to look at this down and narrow them numbers. So what would it have cost us differently if we had to purchase $125,000 of power? If we went and used all of our power we purchased?
I'm confused, I guess.
You said this is gonna be excess power we purchased that we're not gonna be using, right?
No, it just costs more.
The unit cost.
It just costs more.
Power.
It's the, the rates that we buy it at fluctuate like by the hour. Maybe, some might just be daily, but it seems like by the hour. And then, like I said, there's with the renewable energy contracts that we have to have because of legislature,
Maybe we want to
Cheaper.
have one of them legislation fools right in here and get in what they're doing. Or maybe the manager ought to send them a letter and,
We've tried that. before.
yeah, everyone.
well, if we don't do it constantly, it gets nowhere.
Right.
Maybe it'll be really warm and nobody will turn on their heat.
Yeah.
Speak, that's not.
No. Looks like it might be great for tracking deer.
Anything else, Rosemary?
Let's see, do you wanna go through the budget status reports?
Anything scary in there? Well, I know the answer is yes, but. Overly,
Nothing too much yet,
we're running out of yet time also.
I know. We did receive $116,000 today for part of the MERP grant for the garage project. So that was good. I don't think we need to borrow any money until at least next month.
Hopefully we won't have to if they open up this
Yeah.
week,
Mhm.
and hopefully they start reimbursing.
Luckily, the bill for this month was only $47,000.
I'm guessing the next one.
Next one will be big.
Next one will be a big one.
That's the kid.
Yeah.
Rock.
Several have been rocking.
That's why 46 surprised me.
Well, they didn't do nothing.
Yeah, August is very slow.
Waterville paid their fire contract.
So good.
Over there, all they've got is their last installment, which is due in December. Water sales are at 84%. Sewer sales are at almost 84% also.
Personal memory, so the other fees we have, they're going on the purchase price. Those are not fixed, they are a percentage of the purchase, is that?
What's that, then what?
So the other fees that, other than just a flat out, the rate cost for the for buying, all the other fees, how are they structured? Are those fees variable depending upon the amount of
Yeah,
purchase?
it's like, for instance, we'll take project 10. There's the cost, for what's going on, and they divide it by,
By using.
percentage of who used what, and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if our usage goes up, the next, which it will. That's gonna,
No, I think that stuff like that, they actually do, on a annual basis. They'll say, okay, Johnson's this wedge.
okay,
So here's the percentage for that.
okay, so it's not based on strictly the kilowatt speed, but.
Right, yeah, well, it might be, but I think it's more annualized.
Generalized, yeah.
Yep. Like, they used X that, last year, so compared to everybody else, they're 12%.
On the village bank accounts, did we end up checking in to see if any of these are in high yield interest, or are we able to put them in any high yield interest accounts?
You can put some of them in more higher yield if you want to.
Where you get high yield accounts.
Hmm?
Where you getting.
Well, some of them put them in and they're like 1%, and the other ones you give them in and are like 3%. That's a lot of money with this much money.
There's a big difference, but I'm just curious as to what you were defining as high yield, because.
Yeah, these days it's less low yield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less low, that's correct.
The higher the low.
How do you look for a motion on that, BJ?
Yes. It's,
Make a motion.
I'd like to make a motion that we look into trying to just keep up with our bank accounts and put them in the highest yield that is available to us. Within reason, I mean, if it's like 1 point, not so much, but if we're like talking 2 or more points, that's big with this kind of money.
Some of it you can't do that with because your higher yields have less access.
Yes, and I mean, that's something that would have to be on that end of it, but I'd like to, if we're able to, that's something I'd like to see us do.
I can look at some 3-month CDs.
So you,
I don't know if you motion or just a direction from the board, right?
Yeah, cause that motion was pretty unclear.
Yeah.
To direct. So I think we just, we'll task Rosemary with looking through and trying to find what she can for high yield, minimum. Higher yield,
Yeah.
Short term.
easy access, short term.
Yeah.
That work for the board?
Yep.
Darrell?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rosemary. Anything else, Rosemary?
First Red is supposed to be bringing back our files on Thursday. They have about 70 boxes to bring back.
And what are we doing with them? Are the ones they restored or just been storing?
It is, have been storing,
And that's gonna go back into the vault.
some of them, and some of them will stay in the, new filing cabinets we got in the office.
And none of them are mold, right?
I don't know if we have to check
We
them
don't
out
know
and
yet.
get them back.
I guess we just, I'm assuming they went to. They would have noticed it because they went to allow it to be restored to. Spread mold, but hopefully just pay attention, and if it's looking iffy, just stop and.
Yep.
Seek direction or.
70 boxes. 70.
Approximately.
Wow.
That's what they said when we.
How much were we paying a month with them guys?
Less than $60 a month.
We found something to. Have to look forward for the. What you wanna. See whittled down on budget, give us a heads up on. You're supposed to come up with something for us to.
I'm drawing a blank.
Well, no, it's not last week, it's the meeting before. I have to just try to find some things where you think we can make some cost savings,
Oh, okay.
and you said you're gonna try to get it done for this one. If you can just come up with a couple of things, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Especially, you know all the numbers. You've got a better idea of where we can pinch pennies. Is that a feeling we're gonna need to pinch a lot of pennies this year?
Yeah, we're pretty much a lean machine right now, as it is.
Well. We can be lean, but if we ain't got the checkbook to feed the lean machine,
No.
we need to pinch some more pennies somewhere. Okay, is that it, Rosemary, for you?
Oh, thank Milo for keeping up on. This sort of stuff. Makes a big difference.
I think I'm gonna bump right up to you if you wanna go instead of sitting here all night.
Oh.
Save you long.
It's been a long day, so thank
I trust me,
It's about to get longer, probably.
you.
wasn't.
No, absolutely not. So,
No,
can I come up here?
Sure.
Thank you. And thank you for having me this evening on this lovely snowy night.
ooh.
Okay, these are the maps, you've been passing around. I think that, and these are, hopefully I have enough, the description.
If one passes.
And just a quick reminder, Seth and I visited with you before about these maps.
Yep.
We are required to update our regional plan land use maps as part of the new Act 181. And so we have been visiting with communities around Memorial. These maps have been built based on what you want. And it's based on your plan, our discussion with you. We changed the map after meeting with you previously. just to extend it in the ways that you wanted to include, areas that you would previously hoped to have in your village designation. So it's pretty much based on the requests that you made last time we were here. I don't need you to vote on the map. Really, I'm just here to see if you have any comments or questions or concerns. We need to have our map final by December so that we can submit it to the land use review board. I'm happy to walk through the colors again. You can see your village center, which is sort of a pinkish magenta, whatever you want to call it. A reminder that this kind of lavender color is the enterprise zone, and that's usually gravel pits and things like that. And then you have the sort of orangey color, which is transition infill. You've got some rural general, and the teal is a rural ag and forestry, which you've only got a small portion that's actually in the
So what
village.
is transition infill?
That means that that is part of, it's not the core of your center, which is your designated area, but it's an area where you're likely to grow, where you might have additional housing, etc. In communities like Johnson that have a lot of your downtown area, you can actually see the flood overlay. A lot of your center area is actually in the floodplain, and the idea is that you have more opportunities to grow outside it with a larger transition infill area. And I made sure to bring the definitions for all the categories so that you have them if you have any questions in the future.
So you pretty much did everything we asked for.
Yeah, it's pretty much, you know, the idea is that these maps should reflect what you want for your communities, so. I just wanted to make sure that you had the final version and that if you had any questions going forward.
Then you just have to move this forward to get it approved, or this is.
We do need to move it forward to get approved by the land use review board. And this is a new process for us. In the past, it used to be our board would adopt our plan and our land use map, and then we'd be done. But now we have to go through the state process.
Alice, you got any questions?
We won't go down that road.
You got any comments?
We won't go down that road.
BJ? No. There?
Oh,
No. No. Encompassed everything you were looking for last time.
Yeah. Okay.
We're good?
easy.
All right.
Too easy.
Cool. Thank you.
See, you didn't
Easy
want to
button.
hear.
Easy button.
It's good though. I'm happy. You know, it's always important to come in and check in. And we appreciate working with you all.
As well.
Thank you.
Like the post office, neither rain or snow nor sleet or something like
That's
that.
not true anymore for them.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in, we appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you.
Discussion of the warrants, financials being set, trustees on Friday, prior to the meeting. Oh, why this was back on, I thought we did this, financials. So, that's why it's on there, because we're asking you about financials. So BJ just, he was saying, you know, a lot of the warrant stuff, you don't really get to look over, my only issue was that's a huge packet to send out for read. I know Gigi was coming in the day before, 2 days before.
She'll come in Friday. Yep.
That, something that you'd be able to do versus,
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
That's done
just to
early.
figure we'd have to pay off the staff.
Yeah, 100%. Like on this one, I'll just come in. after our meeting, I just can't, before I sign, I wanna look at it, whether I come in before our meeting or after our meeting. That's the.
But as I was saying, you just want to work pretty on top of it.
Yeah.
Other than that, nobody has any issues with Eric getting the package out on Friday, and then the final package lands today. I don't see Kyle or.
Yeah, they were given copies of the agenda.
So they're 6:20
Lost their time.
Too bad.
Yeah,
So they might be coming in towards their time on the,
oh, I thought you said you were putting it under.
yeah, I added it.
Eric,
Oh, I got you, okay.
hang on, do we need Rosemary for anything? Rosemary,
I don't see anything.
anything in there you see you need to be here for? Don't lie to me. Everybody have a problem with Rosemary Balin?
No, shit, I suppose we should see it. I think we're all set.
Thank you,
Roads
Rosemary.
again, I see.
Appreciate it. Can I, babe? No, we need you.
Phone goes off on me.
My arm hurts. Turn your phone off.
I have stop going off. Everybody wants a bell.
Eric,
All right, let's manage the report. Water and light garage project update. New water and light garage is going up fast. The frame is all built and the wall panels are going up very quickly. It's kind of a cool system how they're doing it.
Ever get some pictures?
Nate said he'd get some to me on Wednesday.
Yep, as long as we got some, that's all.
Yep.
okay, so on the garage really quickly. Did you guys hammer out, there wasn't no extension given, correct?
Actually, there was.
Why?
I need to look into that.
Okay, because we had penalties put in place and I don't want the extensions given for nothing. There's no reason whatsoever this day and age, they sat over there for a month doing nothing, that's bad planning on their part. And we paid a lot of money for this garage. So I personally do not want to see any extensions given without penalty.
Yep.
They're already way behind and they know they're getting penalties and they're asking for extensions without penalties.
Right.
I have a huge problem. You deal with that all the time and you guys get
Yeah.
penalties, correct?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And there's no ifs, ands, or buts, is it?
No, you're given a date.
And when you sign the contract, that's what it stays at.
Anything to save money on for.
So I don't, and who gave the extension? Cause Pi don't have authority, or PIA don't have that authority. Nobody has that authority besides us.
Yeah.
So who gave the extension out?
It's a good question. It's either Pierre or Alec.
Okay, well, neither one of them has that authority, so
Well, Alec is our,
he's project manager, who's supposed to come back, check with the owners.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, we didn't sign off executive power to anybody. So I think that should
I
be
just,
checked into, and I think the board needs to know on an email, don't just send it to just me,
Okay.
Extension to who?
to Millbrook.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have clauses in there for penalties for, if they are going beyond certain dates, and their first penalty coming up in what, 2 weeks? The guys are supposed to be in there storing equipment during the day right now.
Yeah, tonight, yes, yeah.
yeah,
And we see what's happening, so.
Dave's seen, I think like here by the end of the month, we should be able to start jockeying equipment around in there.
Well, like I said, that's 2 weeks beyond,
It is.
just like I said, I'm a businessman and I deal with it all the time, and I'm held to standards and timelines.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bigger businessman and they are held to standards and timelines.
Oh, yeah.
Millbrook signed a contract, held to standards and timelines, and I really want to say it stay that way and help the board back.
Yep. I'll get the rundown on it. Update you. I just found out about it. With the meeting
Yeah,
last night.
I hadn't interfered with it because I was waiting for this, because I saw it too,
Yep.
I chime in and cause problems.
Do we know how long the extension was?
They're talking about mid-February, which is a month and a half.
Oh, shit, there we go.
Which I kind of figured they just,
Yeah.
I mean, 2 weeks, I understand for there's an engineering snafu that had to be backed out of, that wasn't their fault, that was on AES or whatever, the PIA group. So that is legit, the document.
Not a month and a half.
Not a month and a half. So for that one, definitely not. I'm
So
wondering
where'd you hear of this extension?
where the rest of it is.
Emails.
So.
Yeah.
the Email was generated from someone that gave them an extension.
Most of the emails come from. Is it
PIA.
Pia
And
and
Alex,
So the email,
no, the other guy.
was it requesting an extension or was it granting an extension?
It was in the minutes that they were granting an extension,
right.
and so, of the last meeting they had over there.
I think the board used to be filled in on this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Granting no extension, and they do have a signed contract, so unless we grant it ahead of time, they.
No, I know who thinks they have the permission to.
Yeah, that's what I'm after,
Exactly.
and then we'll just.
Nope,
set
I'll let it
that
down.
straight, and if Millbrook wants an extension, they need to come to a meeting. Because they're not gonna get out of that.
Top color face.
Yes, like I said, I mean. We know what the contract's worth and there was no reason, there's too many months and nothing going on over there.
Right.
So,
It'll cost.
All right. Water treatment generator update. I wrote the grant application for the skirt tier 2 part 2 grant and filed it prior to the deadline. Now we wait for approval. We're prepared to move as soon as we get the okay from the bond bank. The Village of Hyde Park Electric Department's under new management and has paid us what they owe us. We have resumed being available for emergency assistance.
and we just wanna make sure that we're staying timely on bills with till we know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the new manager's fully aware and it's putting us at the top of the list. They're temporarily being
Well, that's
managed
Scott's doing it,
by
right?
Scott Johnstone from Morristown. Yeah, so we're in good shape. Of course, that, we'll probably get less calls for mutual aid anyway, because he'll call his own,
Perfect.
so that works.
So they took over, Morrisville took over them, or? they're
It's
still
a temporary contract with just Scott,
Gotcha. It's not more so, it's Scott.
right? Yep.
Directed by Beth.
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually. VEPS is passing, the contracts with VEPSA, and the VEPS has a contract with Scott. So, yep. Looked in the status of the EOC cell phone and confirmed that the town is indeed paying half of the bill.
Okay, so
They are currently, they're paying.
and we previously agreed that if they pay half, we keep it, so the board still wanna stay in that now that we have an answer.
Yep.
The bill month was what, number $60.
Yeah, I think that's about right, give or take. Yeah, it's about $60. So. R2 breaker update. Nate and Dave, the substation tech, have been working with the manufacturer to rectify the program issue with the R2 breaker. They worked on it last weekend and more today. They finished it and it is online and working good.
There was one. Yeah.
Yeah, Dave has a full-time job elsewhere. He does this on the side he does it for less money than other people do. And I let Nate come in to get that done. Just Nate. Yeah,
That's a college R2 breaker.
yes. So college is now on its own circuit, not paralleling. It's completely separate. Yep.
On that subject, so moving forward, we're gonna make sure that things are done in time. That long period.
Yep. And see, I'll be on vacation December 9th through the 12th, which is Tuesday to Friday of muzzler season. This Monday's a meeting, so I'm not take that day off. And tomorrow the office will be closed to honor Veterans Day.
Thank you. For that and for that.
Now what?
Ready for Dan?
Yep.
All right, Chief Operator's report. Operational status wastewater plant callouts, EDMRs, WR43s were submitted to the state. We hauled 80,000 gallons of sludge to Morrisville for processing in October. Monthly composite testing completed. Moved and trimmed all pump stations and plants for the last time this season. Luke assisted village crew in Menage using the vacuum truck to pressure wash and clean out lift stations. at Highland Heights, River Road West and East Johnson wastewater plant wet well. We'll also be back in November for catch basins and Main Street sewer mains. This is our annual cleaning of sewer lines. Received new tank of calibration gases for gas meters, which gives us 2 new gas meters replaced from the flood, one for the wastewater plant, one for village crew. Inventory and test all confined space equipment. All equipment on site. Okay. Tim worked with Teledyne / ISCO on replacement touchpad for the new effluent sampler that was acquired after the flood. It was 9 days out of warranty, but we worked with them on covering it, saving the village $1,200.
Yeah.
Nate and Dan had a Zoom meeting per the state of Vermont request from the sanitary survey with Michael Hitchko from General Dynamics Info and Technology Division to discuss cybersecurity for the village water system. A form was given us to fill out after in which we will submit to them for further suggestions. Operational status of the water plant callouts. Monthly reports were submitted to the state. Coliform samples were negative. Luke has completed hydrant painting. Pratt Smith electric contactors replaced the dehumidifier at the water plant. We relocated the pressure switch at KUN Meter House 1. They were getting a false reading after the rework we did last fall. We relocated them further from the pumps, which cured the problem. Added a gallon of coolant to the water plant generator. Block heater on the generator appears to be running all the time, probably due to a bad temperature sensor. After talking with Nate and Eric, knowing cooler weather was coming, we decided to monitor it daily and try to get by until approval comes from the bond bank for the bank will install the new generator, which has been submitted by Eric. Luke assisted the village crew with fall hydrant flushing and pumping out hydrants for cold weather. Exterior of Meter House 3 has been completed. We get a block of weather. In November, we will purchase more stain and finish. Number 1 Meter House. Number 2 was done 2 years ago. Does not need to be done. Water loss for October, 9%. Anything in single digits is awesome. Water and light report. Electric department installed new pad mount transformer at 1111 Sinclair Road. Trued up and sent out. Outage in Gould Hill, ready to transfer poles 114 and 117 out for 2.5 hours, 21 customers affected. Control panels on the R2, R3 are done. I just edited that. Johnson Farm Yard regulator has some bugs to be worked out to be fully operational. Village crews are shifting load on the regulator phase to help with balancing the solar array. Outage at 13 Log Cabin Co. 5 customers out for 25 minutes.
Did Nate say what that was? I forgot to ask him.
What the outage was?
Yeah.
No.
Texted me and they said, yeah, it's dark down there.
It's weird. I turned my volume off my phone, but it still makes noise on my watch. Can't win. GW Tatro dug the conduit for the electric at the new library on School Street. Removed the electrical service for buyouts at 379 and 385 Lower Main West. Changed out transformer at 289 Wescom Road. Brush hogged trimming under power lines. New shop starting to get put up. Data means for Johnson flood mitigation with the state and LCPC. Bi-weekly means for the shop. Completed monthly meterings, high-low checks, substation checks, and dig safe. Water and sewer. Monash clean pump stations, River Road West, East Johnson, East Highland. GW Tatro dug and tapped water main to install sewer line and install the sewer line to the new library on School Street. Shut off the water main and pulled the meter on 295 Wescom. General. Got plows, seiners, and blower ready for winter. Installed light bar on the little Bobcat. Changed out the bulbs on the snowflakes. Hung banners for the Jubilee. Changed flags on the green. Safety. NEPA safety training on October 22nd with CPR, first aid, and AED. Jeff has finished the CL course online through the state. Signed up for TPR to record. Having issues. I don't know what secluding means, but scheduling. Having issues scheduling. Must have had it auto incorrect. Must have got him. the test with DMV, so. The DMV folks are. Not finding the data for the school he went to, so we're back with. Vermont Local Roads, trying to get a hold of Holly to. Get her to get with DMV and completely,
And DV is
Educate
down
them.
right now.
right, so we gotta educate DMV on this course,
For the CDO.
yeah.
Well, what's confusing? It's not a course they approve?
I think it's new and it's different because it's 4 municipalities. So I don't think DMV's seen it yet. But
So with the training he that means he hasn't done the walkthrough. I think an easier way for him too, is if we find a short course, there's people around where you can. Have them go in, they do a short course with their equipment, with their trucks. Go through the walkthrough, teach a walkthrough, and then go to DMV with their trucks. So it's not a lot of bouncing on, because I know right now he's done a lot of training online. The walkthrough is hard as hell to learn
Oh, yeah.
online. Where if we can put him in a group or a class like that, just a short one for this end, it'll make it a whole bunch easier for him.
if he needs it.
If he needs it, yeah.
I mean, doing the walk around with the book and someone who's done it before at the shop can do
Yeah,
this.
but
Totally
people
the same
lose
thing.
what you learn, the way they want things said is
Yeah.
so specific, it's stupid.
It's true.
Walking the guys at work to go for their CDLs, almost all fail pre-trip.
Pre-trip.
Yeah, and it's just because they want a certain way.
Yes.
There are classes out there that you can take like a 3-day weekend or something and go down with that vehicle, you do your pre-trip on it, they teach you the little.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but we're not gonna send our bucket truck down there for a 3-day weekend.
It wouldn't be a bucket truck, they have their own trucks
All right, I thought you said with your equipment.
with their equipment.
Yeah.
There might be something to look into if Jeff needs it, if he's fine with what he's doing, that's just an idea.
So with the remove the electrical service at the buyouts at 379, 385, then we're part of the reimbursement process, correct? So they're already approved, that's why they were removed.
Yep, the state will. Pay for that.
And then did we ever get the sewer and water capped at the level library location? Supposed to bring that to Tom and gotten that taken care of before it got cold. Because that was on them. So we don't have to go dig up stuff, we wanna make sure it's capped properly.
I'll check on that.
We're not paying for that.
No, we're
No, we don't.
not. That would be all part of
We've
it.
already been down that road.
No, we don't pay for that. No. And it turns out neither does town. State does.
State does?
Mhm.
Yeah, they got a lot
Part
of
of the
money.
process,
Part of the grant.
right?
Yeah, I say they didn't get by
It's
us.
part of the grant.
It was just grant. right?
Yep.
That property weren't bought out, it was just.
Right.
Abandoned.
Yes. Johnson Fire Department. Responded to 10 calls, 8 in the day, 2 at night, average duration 70 minutes, 2 automatic alarms, 3 wildland fires, 3 vehicle crashes, 1 hazardous material, and 1 medical assist. The average number of firefighters that responded was 12. Total hours of service was 148. Other, we provided some fire safe materials to Johnson, Waterville, and Belvedere schools. Participated in a joint training with Cambridge Fire Department Center on expanding knowledge and technical information about fire suppression components of the Smugglers Notch complex. And participated in the annual trunk or treat event hosted by the Lamoille Valley Church of Nazarene.
Ready for going on that? I'm just jumping real quick. So I spoke to Evan about the siren protocol and stuff that we talked about last meeting. Me and Evan are in agreement that ELC will. How it would work is we can work with the fire department, the officers, chief, and come up with what you guys were looking for information being sent out. Before it goes off. Like, so when we have the flood, the fire department went out hours before daylight was out and warned people and said, it's gonna flood, we should move, relocate. This is when that information would go out. So basically, I've got permission from him that we would, or agreement with him that that's how we would do it, fire department, and I would come up with a protocol to proceed. And the siren would not be activated unless the head of the EOC or EMD, whatever, emergency department management. And either the chair or if the chair is in the EOC of the village. So it has to still come with the village's permission and it has to be in an agreement. One can order it, the other say no. That's the easy way to. And put it into the policy for the emergency management policy, the way it moves forward, which is an act to rewrite. And that would be the way it would stay moving forward.
So what you're saying is that so the chair of the EOC would activate.
The emergency management director. And the chair of the village of Johnson would have to agree to activate. Whether the chair of the village of Johnson is on the board, the emergency command board, or not.
Okay. Okay, so can the chair of the trustees request activation?
I would say that's a given because they're the director of the fire department.
Right, I'm just saying.
If the
I'm
EMD
trying to
notified,
understand the hierarchy of who has.
it would be, I would say, like if. We're sitting here and we decide it needs to go off, we're gonna activate it, correct? But in emergency, when the EMD, the emergency director is in charge, it takes both to activate the thing.
I guess what I'm saying is that can the activation request come from the trustee chair without a request from the emergency management chair?
No, I think the way we're gonna,
So the request needs to come to the emergency management chair, approved by the trustee chair. And then the trustee chair will then direct the chief to do an activation.
yeah, I think it would just basically be okay because the EMD is in constant communication with the chief during that time. So once the okay went through the protocol to activate.
Yeah.
It's still, he just basically said for us to come up with a plan and he's all for it. Which said after the last flood, me and Evan kind of got a system that. Granted, I was number two, is that I worked with the village, he did the other part. We went back and forth and helped each other. So. No activation without both agreeing.
Okay.
Under emergency direction.
Okay.
Is what it basically boils down to. Does that work?
Then as far as having all the information sources in place before an activation happens.
Yep, that's why he said if we can work on what the fire department would be looking for directives, you know, like. No emergency is gonna be the same, so if you had a baseline of directives to be able to implement into that, then it's an easy produced letter.
Right, but what I'm saying is that no emergency is the same, obviously, but. The information resources for any emergency should be exactly the same. They should be on the village website, the town website.
Yes,
You know.
yes,
And
on that part.
having all those places, and then for me, just having been doing this for 30+ years. You want to make sure that there's redundancy in your people in charge of putting that information onto whatever website or Facebook or, you know, whatever.
Yes,
You need to have redundancy because if it's all Marla's on vacation and goes,
Yeah.
well, we can do it when she gets back, but
No, I think-
it needs to be done before the activation.
what me and Evan were talking about is I would come meet with the officers and the chief and we'd sit down and we'd come up with a protocol letter. Saying, this is what you wanted to say, and then we come up with a letter, you guys approve it, the EMD would approve it, implement it into the plan.
Okay.
So it's still, basically, I got permission from him for the agreement of the two chairs or whatever having to agree before it's activated.
Okay.
And then to work together and implement it into the plan, so it's under protocol, not just me and Evan, because if me and Evan aren't here, then it's gotta be agreed upon unless it's in the protocol.
So, I mean, I'm not gonna speak for chief, 100% too, because he's smarter than I am. As far as the information resources, I think that should come from either this board and the select board or the chairs of the boards. Fire department should be in charge of directing you to have where to have the information available. So what you should present to what we as a board should present via you to the fire department officers is to say that we have this resource, we have Facebook, we have, you know, town webpage, village webpage. These are the resources that we're gonna be, they're gonna be activated before the speaker goes off.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I would direct this board to go, with is to have those resources and present that to the fire department. Then as far as, you know,
And that's basically what I was saying, just come up with a protocol on what the letter will say.
yeah,
And then whether we gotta come up with it, or I just figured you guys.
I think the resource of information, I mean, if not being on this board, I wouldn't necessarily know that, you know, there's a village website, there's, and who's controlling that, and then that, you know, there's a Facebook page, and then there's, you know, that's our resource.
Yes,
So
yeah.
so the two boards' resources should be presented to the officers, not the officers requesting. That's just my thought on that. That makes sense?
You're gonna be there, so.
Well, I know. I'm just saying it, you know.
Yes,
I'm wearing this
and
hat.
that's basically what I was getting at, but I figured we'd get the input from the officers and the chief.
Yeah.
Decide what you guys' hearts are set on to be in there, besides just where it's going, and you know what I mean?
But
That was kind of the catch 22 on it, is
Yeah.
we needed.
they still have the authority to set that off anytime they need to.
Who?
Fire department,
The fire, you guys can, the chief can, yes,
Yes.
but under emergency,
that's what I mean. I
They-
mean, if
he's not gonna do it because he's under the direction of the EMD director then.
that's only under like flood situations.
Or when it's a state of emergency, the chief answers, don't answer directly to me anymore, he answers to the EMD director.
And that's,
State of law rules. state of law.
I know,
Yeah, it was up for it.
here we go again.
Yes, it was ugly when it happened. But, okay, so that's basically, I just wanted to make it clear that I've already spoke to him, he's agreed upon what we had for stipulations. And I'll move forward, and try to get something with Eric, draw it up real quick, and then I'll get down so I can get an appointment set up with you guys and the chief. I have not spoken to him, so if you can fill it back.
Maybe after the board.
I didn't think it was gonna happen this month, no. Sorry, Eric, you made your.
No problem. It was done anyway.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gigi, how are you?
Well, thank you.
That's Gigi.
Where? She owes me money.
Let's see, holiday lights. Is that what you're here for? Awesome.
We don't want any.
Not true.
No.
What is that? To make it sure.
All right, put up.
Make you impressed a little.
Yeah, so if you guys just introduce yourself for the record.
Carrie Ferrari, resident and business owner in Johnson.
Gigi Beach.
We know you.
I know you do.
Resident and business owner in Johnson.
Volunteer.
For your email, what I kind of replied was, you know, that in the past we were doing, so I think the board still has plans on authorizing it. Eric put a little time into the budget for it. Just when Mrs. Beach was involved,
Ms. Beach, it's
Ms.
Gigi,
Beach,
my
all
brother,
right.
Mrs. Beach, thank you very much.
it got really expensive and we had to cut back.
So I was involved from the beginning with Gigi.
Yep.
And so can you tell me like how, like where, like, so we can improve?
We had 4 days, 2 men.
Yeah.
Plus. Way above what we could spend,
Agreed,
so,
agreed.
Well, last year it took much less time, correct?
it was still stretched out farther than we wanted, correct, Eric?
There was some things going on behind the scenes there, as I think everyone knows. Not to
Yeah, well,
bring that up, but I feel like there is some efficiency improvements that could easily be done, and I think when they came down, the second time, the Garland coming down the second time, there was better efficiencies, and that was discovered, which was acknowledged by the people who were doing it, that it was faster and easier with others.
so like I was saying in the email, my only concern is we budgeted so much money for it.
Well, okay, so but what is that? Is that just the time?
Yes, and a lot of amount of hours, Eric, you probably aren't prepared for that.
So I know
But it is.
you guys do the snowflakes and then you change out the flags. So couldn't it just be tied into that thing? So you're on each pole once?
It was 4 days, of garland and lights.
So the first
Oh.
year was unboxing, undoing and everything and figuring it out, and it was a lot of figuring out, it was sleeting and cold and awful.
Yep.
Then next year, then we took down the garland and the lights got switched because the first year was colored and then they went to white. And then that was fine, then the garland went back up and we did white on white. And so like that all took time switching colors and that was nonsense, and then we took down all the garland, right?
And the lights.
Did we do the lights at the same time this?
Yeah, they're all-
Yes, but this year there will be no garland. It will just be lights, which should make a huge
And,
cost difference.
and the first year, because we were like, how can we make it the best? We had those lights that color switched, which was a disastrous malfunction, as we all learned last year. We had the random colored guys. This year we would just do one solid, or moving forward, we would just do like a solid form. So like you plug it in, it's all the same. There's no like figuring it out in the day, sunlight of what color we're actually, and then trying to go back and fix it and all of that. So we've had some learning curves.
So,
And no garland, so it will just be
so
shorts.
the new lights, are they ones that could be up for a few years instead of taking them
We
down?
purchased them.
Oh, do we?
Oh, you
Well, those are the lights for the snowflakes. Those
I
were
thought Nate, you've had Nate purchase.
more, I purchased more because we didn't have nearly enough to do the snowflakes.
Oh, I thought you
Oh,
said.
because
some
some of them
all
are out.
on you and I.
No, it's the snowflake lights we purchased
We
actually.
have an amazing, generous local business owner who has
yeah,
offered to purchase all of the.
so like the cost of materials is covered.
My question is, if we get something that's good for multiple years, so if you put it out the first year, then it's kind of already up for. each
Agreed,
year.
except for as we have discussed and Nate
Okay.
brought to our attention, and I will go on record saying I will challenge that it was just because of the lights and possibly garland, because whatever, but not to be dismissive of the damage done to the light poles. There is some there, and so what I'm thinking is the lights were up for almost 2 years. And the lights, and then garland was up and down a couple times, and so it traps like salt and debris from road
Yeah.
dust and not being washed, and
Sure.
so they may or may not have been corroded. Apparently, there is a saying that you can see the ring, which again could be dust, I don't know, it's wet and snowy out, maybe it's washed away, I don't know, I've not investigated because it just seems silly, but that would be a concern that we are not gonna be dismissive of. So that obviously has to play a role. But I don't know when the last time those lights have maintenance either. And I know a good sandblaster for painting, so. You know, just saying, we're about solutions.
And have you guys looked into the ring, wherever?
The
The
Ring.
ring that you mentioned?
We're just going by, it's the lights and stuff moving when it's on there.
Yeah, just gives a little etch.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
You just do the lamp posts, right?
We just did the lamp post, yeah, we plugged it at the top and then went down, zip tied,
Okay.
yeah.
Cause I noticed. Not saying much, but Morrisville, like Halloween, they had like. Probably like 6 people and they were all seniors.
Yeah.
They all had vests on. They were going around decorating all Morrisville, and I see the other day Morrisville's all done. So it's like.
Great volunteer group,
Yeah.
I don't know what their liabilities are, the first year we
Yeah.
were told
Yeah.
we were not allowed to help except for stand on the sidewalk and hand something because of liability.
Mhm.
So, like, we don't really participate,
No, I know.
so.
Yeah, they can be ground help.
But the process is pretty fast now, I mean, you guys kind of got a routine now on, you just go up instead of.
Jeff has a system, who was there? Who was
With Matt, and then we had Paul the first year.
Yeah, and I mean, they, like, it took like a couple polls and then they just got in the grove.
I think
Yeah.
we did run into some issues last year trying to schedule it when Nate was not available. He was on vacation, so I think that moving forward, we should always make sure that Nate's around to make sure that.
Well, and also like like whoever's hanging lights, like, do they actually want a volunteer and what is the purpose? Like, what is the job of the volunteer? I think if we are very set on what that looks like, because like I can't be there all the time. If I am
Yeah.
working in my office in town or at my house, I will gladly like bookmark, but if I have a closing or an inspection or any, like, I can't rearrange that, and I don't know what the schedule is, like, it's just filled up, you know? So it can't be like certain people have to be there. If you need a helper, we can make sure there's a helper. There's enough people in this town who want these lights up. I'm sure between the grouping of them, somebody can hand a string of lights up if that's what's needed. And if it's not, if they're just like, it's faster without you guys, you're a distraction, whatever, you talk too much, pick a reason, like, we're honor that as well. But the consensus is from all the businesses in town and most of a lot of community members I've talked to or who have reached out, they just really like it. And
Yes.
it's pretty.
We also like it, that's why we pushed for it and was all on board for it.
So what is
The issue is, it's
The cost of the labor.
Time,
that's right. Like I said, it was 4+ going on 5 days the first year. It was 4 days the second year. And that's totaling of nearly $10,000 each time. We're taking setting them. So when we did budget last year,
2 days up, 2 days down, that would, if we're at 4 days up, 4 days down. That would-
when you do all the lights, the bridge
this is $3,200.
per day,
No, four times 2 men times 8 times $50 an hour.
So there's no way.
and then so that's
I
$100.
said times 2 for 2
Yeah,
men.
so double.
No, I put the 2 in.
Yeah, they usually.
I put the 2 in.
Okay, so
So what did we budget?
we budgeted, I think, the maximum of 2 days, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Which if they put in 8 hours, 16 hours.
You can't count on that.
Well, I know, but like
Take
they
care
get
of the bill.
but you know what I mean, like you're doing.
Right,
that,
but when they come and work for 4 hours and then gotta put the truck away and go back and come back down and stuff, then you're in 10 hours for that day because there's
How many lights?
time involved.
Well, that's what we wanted
Well,
to ask. We've done in the past, we did 22.
22, because we didn't do any of the ones with the flags, because then that's putting ladders up over the lights, changing lights with flags.
Can't do that.
Flags.
But we started at the first pole to the west, and we went to the bottom of the Gulf. We don't have to
We did
go
lamp
that far.
posts, not total.
We would like to at least include the poles in front of the municipal building. You know, so that you have some lights here. We don't have to go all the way down. They're abandoned homes anyway. Like, don't let me speak for you.
Well,
But I'm
I
saying if that's an issue, that's where I would think we should
feel
cut them.
where it's dark, it needs to be lit, and also like. I mean,
I'll be honest, when we first did it, and I drove down Main Street at night, it was way too bright.
well, there's
It
no
was
lights,
distracting.
like neon white lights, did we change those to warm?
I have no
I
idea, I'm
wish
just
we
saying,
had
when we did it the first time, it was beyond and it was actually dangerous. And last year wasn't,
We're doing more, we're ordering warm lights, so you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about the extent.
So, well. Okay. So instead of wrapping the poles, if we looped them and they dangled from pole, because they plug up top. Then you could go to the next one, plug into another one, and then, no, that's less maintenance or less
no, it's more of a hazard.
Yeah.
for.
You're hanging.
Heavy
electrical
snow,
wires across
things like
it.
that.
And
You're driving.
and lamp posts aren't meant for anything,
What's that?
the lamp posts aren't meant really to hold anything besides a little cloth band. So if we start stringing a bunch of stuff on there with the weather, I don't think that's a very good idea.
Okay.
Well, they should be able to handle, I mean, if we could do the 22 from,
I don't foresee us doing 22, Gigi, that's too expensive.
so then if we did from
I
the
mean,
municipal
I'm
building
only saying that myself. There's
to the
more here.
mobile
I'm just-
or to the general store, if we did.
I think when we had the discussion about it last time, it was up to Nate which ones were the best ones to do.
Mhm.
And which ones he thought were the safest. Stuff like that, that's how we worked it before, so.
Okay,
I just know that doing 22 of them again, is gonna cost us a lot of money, we did not budget that. And I've had many past chairs tell me, stay within what you budget. That's
well, but
why
how much did you budget?
it's, I think, like I said, I think
You
it
said
was,
it was 3,200 for when they did the 4 days,
At 8 hours.
at 8 hours.
I think we did it for 2 days, what we budgeted for this.
That should be fine without the garland, because the lights will be staying up.
Well, and honestly, if you just like, do like. I mean, I get you get an emergency call in the midst of it, like I just don't believe that it took. Over 30 hours for that many.
She was
people.
involved,
I was as well.
I wasn't involved when they finally did it. I was involved when they were having a hard time getting motivated.
Like, I'm not trying to be a brat, but I've done those time jobs where you have to keep track of every minute and bill it somewhere. I get it. And I just feel like that's a lot of fluff because it, like, the polls we did, like, it goes really fast. You literally climb a ladder, plug it in, and you just zip tie. Like, that's that.
But you're not doing the garden.
We're
We're
not
not
doing
doing the
any
garland.
There is
Yeah,
no,
with the
There-
garland, you have to like then go back up and redo it and then fluff it and then it's 2 pieces.
With a whole other
apart.
process, yeah,
You know,
but no garland, just warm lights.
And several days of repair, to
Maybe no.
for the lights falling down, so. They're having troubles with them.
well, the
I'm just
bridge,
going by what a foreman was.
We're not doing the bridge.
The-
right?
no, we would just,
Yeah, we're not doing the bridge.
All right, then no,
That was
bridge
that was
before
dangerous.
this.
Yeah.
We got told to stop.
cause that like kept shorting or,
It's, you got
It's not-
electrical wires laying where people put their
Improper.
hands.
Improper use of an extension cord, there's all kinds of OSHA violations.
that's.
Yeah, we have electrical wires on a metal bridge.
I mean, well,
They
it's
did, they
shading
got it
from
here
your life,
forever.
really, that's how you've always done it. It was-
So board, what do you wanna do? I know we budgeted, I think, 2 days.
I see them.
Forget where I stuffed it, but it was 2 days at 2 men.
And it was roundabouts where the skating was put.
So these lights go up and stay up
Yes,
for, till they don't work.
until one needs to be replaced or, yes,
So my question is as
So
well,
all the lights are currently up, or were they all taken down?
they were all taken down.
They're all
cause they,
taken down.
they all needed repair.
They all cracked down.
Yeah, they're up for almost 2 full years.
So the budget, about $1,600, $50 an hour.
Nate was concerned with the wear and tear on the lights from scratches and stuff. And if we gotta take them down, yeah, and if we gotta take them down, like we did on the bridge, it involves a subcontractor. New bolts going in because everything's rotten from the saw.
Made of light poles. I like the lights,
Yeah, well,
but like Kenny said, I'm very much in favor of staying in, but
Absolutely, I am very much favor, I'm just saying, I don't know if the time used was as efficient as it could. I think that last year was more efficient than they were the year before. It was a struggle last year, honestly. Yeah,
I will also,
okay, just destroy how.
there was lack of enthusiasm to get them up, and
that's
that's
her
why,
opinion on how the crew performed.
Okay, that's what I'm asking,
Yeah.
I'm asking her opinion.
yes.
Do you agree?
100%.
Okay.
And that's why I think it's better when to schedule them when Nate is available, because I think him not being here and things getting juggled. I'm not blaming anybody, I'm just saying, we need the supervisor there to.
You're both very welcome to your opinion, so. I would say like be better off to get it for the holiday season. Well,
Can I ask something about the budget?
yes,
I'm sorry to interrupt. So, cause I reached out to Kyle News because she took over the Jubilee. And I was like, girl, you know, you want votes for the Jubilee, let's like figure this out. So then she brought up that in the. So I'm really bad at this, so I apologize if I'm misinformed, but in the budget, we have a whole town one sent out and then I thought it was like in the whole town. Village combo, but she said it was just in this one, I don't really know, but somewhere on a budget for the village is a parade line. What is that used for?
It's up to the board.
Could you shift that? You get some lines up with that, cause does that just roll over every year, like what do we actually use that?
I mean, we've used in the past for like the Rosemary dedication
Okay.
of the park. But yeah, it's for that kind of expense,
Because what is that line hold?
$3,000,
What is it?
$3,000.
Love that. So,
And the Rosemary thing, oh, so you're talking about the stone and the things like that, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I need for the food.
No,
I'm not
right.
hungry.
Oh,
That was put in there for a Rosemary celebration in April,
right.
that's why that was put in.
So my question is
And it's never been in there before this last year.
praise.
Parades have been there.
I think it's been there.
Well,
The parade line got in the greens because we had it,
Really?
Well, no, since I'm just saying the Prane light item's been there.
unless you moved it.
Probably listed different.
So maximum, how many places have you?
Last time we had parade
for?
I can't hear you.
How many, what's the maximum amount of places?
Memorial Day.
The 22 poles, it's been the same. every
It's,
year.
but two strings per pole, so it's 44 strings. Plus
Whatever.
44 boughs, but now it will only be 2 strings per pole, however many poles.
Minus the.
Nate,
So basically,
Decides to
so
put-
basically with the math. The 4 days was with bows, with string lights, with garland. And you're taking, and you're just now doing string lights and
that's it,
done.
2.
So I think, honestly, I think you'll be within your 2 day.
They should,
You can't say
yeah.
if you're taking off all the other stuff.
Right,
That's why I said
So
we
it's still in
go
budget.
for their 2 days and they get as many lights up as they can.
I need a motion for that.
What, is there already a budget for the snowflakes?
We already had it,
They
them-
just do a long thing.
Approved to do it.
Yeah.
They're asking for more. Whether
Consensus.
you wanna do more or not, that's up to you.
what are we asking for more?
More lights than what we budgeted.
More than 2 days, yeah.
I don't-
We don't know what you guys budget, that sentence doesn't make sense to us.
So I mean, I think, you know, Chair saying we don't need a motion, so in my opinion is we budgeted 2 days of liquor.
Right.
That they put up as many lights as they can in those 2 days.
Sure,
If it's 4, if it's 40, you know, perhaps it'll be 40 instead of 22 is the max. But that's what we budgeted, that's what we approved. So it's more of a timetable thing than it is a number of lights.
could we be included when they're already putting up the snowflakes? So that, because they're already out there doing it, I mean, wouldn't that be killing 2 birds with 1 stone? Just doing it while they go along rather than bringing
Starting
the
on
truck
one
back out
end.
again, yeah.
What do they do to the snowflakes
About the same time.
at the same time?
Yeah.
I mean,
So the 2 days was not including doing the snowflakes, so.
But we don't have anything to do with the
I
snowflakes.
understand, so
Right.
2 days for light poles,
Okay.
that should be, but.
So
I'm
if
just
you-
thinking of.
Oh,
you-
fast.
if you did, if you didn't.
I think I understand what you're saying, is that there's a certain amount of time that's involved in setting up at each pole. If you're already there,
Mhm.
you're
Right.
reducing
The comeback
a
time.
quarter of the
Yeah,
time.
because you guys they have to go up and they have to put do a ladder, they have to put that pole with the cone to cover the solar. To make sure everything's working, like it's like a whole process, actually, it's crazy. Because there's, like, I don't know why we just always switched to turn lights on at 5, but I learned a lot.
Well, I can
So
get
is
with, I can get with Nate
Yeah,
and get an estimate of what. It would take him to do just the snowflakes. And we can tack that on to
it
the,
kind of makes sense to.
it makes sense to do them at once,
Makes sense to do them at once, because I mean, there is, I mean.
but I don't want the snowflakes to steal from their
Not
budget.
arguing any of that, I'm just going by what our foreman said and what. we
Right,
budgeted.
so if Nate says it takes 6 hours to do the snowflakes, we can tack that on to. The time allotment to get the lights up if they're doing the same time. Make sense?
Yeah. It makes it, are these lights of?
I would ask Rosemary where the line on them.
They'll be ordered tomorrow, we didn't
For
want
lights.
to order them until we knew that we could.
Good.
Order them.
Mhm.
Okay. I think the hard part for you guys is gonna be ordering the number. You know, so obviously max is 22. But we're not sure if that time that.
We'll order enough for 22.
We'll order enough because then we'll have some if we're out.
That's stock.
I guess the money's been allocated, he's gonna work with the foreman to find out if we can do it at the same time as the snowflakes, and. We'll. Run them as far as the budget goes.
Do we know when the snowflakes, like when so we know the timeline to get the lights to you?
I would say get them now.
I know.
What are the snowflakes on every other pole or every 3-4 poles? or-
We don't put the string lights on the poles with the snowflakes, so that also helps.
Right. In case they have to climb.
Darrell, you don't put the lights on the same poles as a snowflake.
Correct.
So doing them together at the same time is not gonna matter anyways.
But
What
there's
is this one?
definitely equipment there.
It's still, you still got your lift truck and your chaser truck and your peak.
Because one of the things Ken was bringing it.
Wait, no, you're not all there, because you're down at one pole, pushing, then the other one, you're.
Yes. I know.
Yeah,
We're
but see-
not doing it anymore. I've made it clear in an email, I've made it clear here.
You gotta just go fast, have the lights ready.
Unless you guys want to authorize more money.
Tell the guys.
Well-
If you want to authorize more money.
I'm not gonna,
No
I don't
sense in
wanna
discussing.
upset the foreman, and tell him he's doing a
We
poor
don't need
job
more
and then
money,
ask him
Ken.
to do it, so.
We don't need more money, we're not asking for more.
Hang on, let Darrell talk for a second.
I was just saying, we don't wanna go at it of, well, our foreman is negative and that's why it went slow, and then we're gonna ask him to do it.
No,
You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, we know you were really upset that you did it last year.
He was on
You took your
vacation.
He was on vacation, he
Right.
wasn't here.
I think we should just go at it positive, and be like, hey, we got
We're trying.
2 days, let's just get it done.
Perfect.
Allison? I'm okay.
Get your lights and go.
Beautiful.
So that's what we'll do, we'll stick with the 2 days budgeted we had for adding any extra Christmas.
I think I would start in the middle and work. I don't know.
I'm happy. So I just got an email saying that 2 of the volunteers who helped put up the lights last winter, this took them less than 1 day. After Nate came back from vacation.
Okay.
I mean, so 2 days should be.
So.
I was involved.
It took way longer. We can be here all night.
Well,
I think moving forward, what we're gonna do is we have a budget of 2 days worth of labor. We'll put up as many lights as we can in those 2 days, and then hopefully everybody's happy at the end. I'm sure.
I'm happy to have lights.
And I'm sure we're gonna fall within, we're gonna get all of them up within.
I don't think it should get wrong.
Awesome.
Okay,
Without the rest of us.
so a long time ago, there was Johnson Works, right? And then that like changed and then dissolved because of lack of membership. And then we went to the select board and remember, I think we had talked to you guys about it or something, I don't even know, because it may have been changed over, but. I was like, let's just do an event thing, and they were like, no, I'm not, so we can control you, and I was like, no. And so my thing is, if, like, I love the lights, and this community loves the lights, and the businesses wanna look open when it's 4 o'clock and dark, right? So if it becomes like a money thing, I'm happy to brainstorm and work to get a fundraiser. I'm really good at raising money for fun things like this. It's just the thing I do, whereas I'm very zen. And, so if you need or want or to do something like that, and it will, you don't even have to be involved. Support it. I'm happy because I want this town to thrive.
I don't see a problem with it, if you come up with money, and you need more hours, you can buy the
that's fine.
employees time.
Okay,
I don't.
well, they can't help during my paid time.
What I'm saying is like.
You're not gonna get very much production out of them talking like that, actually.
They are like,
I don't think so, they're talking like that. Okay, so what's more, it's good for 2 days and moving forward?
Yep.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, ladies.
who do I could reach out to
Sure.
for when we
Me
get the
me and
lights?
Nate together. Email both of us.
Perfect.
We'll figure it all out.
I will do that. Thank you.
We have some new rates, time, material rates.
You might be out of my pay rate now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya.
Thank you, guys.
Holiday party budget.
Yeah. So.
Holiday party?
Yeah,
What was it last year? 800?
that's what we had put in for and the select board went skinny on us. Yeah,
Yeah, actually, I think it was 6 and we asked last year for 8 and we said no too.
right. And it was, we ended up, having to, we cut things back and well,
has-
things keep on getting more
Has
expensive.
the select board done this?
They have not. And I was hoping that maybe we'd,
Okay,
lead the charge.
what would the board like to do? We split the cost with the town on the budget for that. And it was $600 for the last
It
couple
was
of years.
$650 the year before and they cut it back $50.
Was it?
Yeah.
They That's what it was.
No, it was.
Oh, Rosemary was there and we asked her and she said it was a number.
Yeah,
Joint
It
meeting
was
last time.
probably just a mistake or something, but it was $650 year before last and even though prices went up, we went down to 600.
Well, we don't let BJ go, it'd be a lot less food.
I have not went yet. I'm able to, but I have not yet went.
Yeah, we went when it was over to.
I guess my question is, where is it?
Yeah, I wasn't going anything, was it?
It's right here.
Oh, it's here.
Right here.
Just messing with you.
Huh? Upstairs. Upstairs, yep. Yeah, when we didn't have a downstairs, Jennifer promised us to.
I remember.
Generously,
Yeah,
yes,
Okay.
but
So I motion,
It's catered.
motion if the town agrees to spend $400 for village and 400 for the town for the Christmas party.
Holy shit, yeah.
That's $100 more. Pretty good budget. I think that goes in the manager's discretion fund, it wasn't an actual budget one.
The past 2 years, it's been 6 total.
So,
No,
300, 650 and then 600.
boards is what, 10 employees?
That all the town employees, drivers, road crew,
Right.
office staff, the wastewater department.
we bring, yep, 3 down the wastewater.
Health officers and stuff, there's another 3. What the fuck you doing for? Hey, I get to go. I'm a town employee, dude.
There's white up there.
So wait on.
No, yeah.
Yeah, my wives don't.
I will say, I went with the one that Jennison promised, only to be there for the picture for when. Who was it? The Boy Scout to lineman.
Yep,
Yes, that's what it was.
yep, they got, they got minted as full first-class linemen there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
But a lot of that food.
Okay, so I made a motion.
I got a question. A lot of that food was brought by
Webster's still going?
employees.
No, they
No.
purchased it.
All it was.
Yeah, every bit of it.
Webster's still going?
Comes from, I think, the
still going?
barbecue place.
Webster still have a party?
Oh,
No.
Jesus.
They don't?
Yeah, all they got was.
Hadn't been there since I've been here for 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they used
Oh,
to.
I know the mini hot dogs and all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying.
did one at
What they had over the Jennings Promise wasn't law, so I didn't see a big deal in it.
No, I'm fine with whatever.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Okay.
I made a motion of $400. We have a second.
Is that if the town?
If the town agrees,
What if the town doesn't?
Then we match them.
then they'll make their motion.
Then we don't invite them.
It's a joint. We have a motion and a second, any discussion?
Yeah, so 400, if we, 400, if we split 8, the town, the town doesn't approve it, then what?
Then they'll make a motion and their amount and we'll see if we agree. It's joint thing, so.
Well, so I think
So let's do a motion
I'd
with
like-
400 or anything under the match.
that's what I'm saying. If you wanna make a motion like that, I would say up to $400 or half of whatever the town approves. That way they are.
Okay,
They don't have to come back to us, we're just.
so we have a motion and a second, all in favor?
No, negative.
Okay, somebody like to make a motion?
So wait, did everyone vote?
No.
Who voted no, who voted?
All of us voted no.
Everybody voted no.
Just
For the kid, I have that.
Okay, so to attempt to clear up the motion. We have the village we authorize up to $400 for the Christmas party,
Yes,
or to match half of whatever the town approves.
with town approves 500.
He said
Up to 400.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
So we have a second,
Second.
any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye. You made the motion.
So are you-
No,
Roll call. Ellis,
What?
aye or nay?
Aye.
BJ,
Aye.
chairs and I, Will.
yeah.
Darrell.
Aye.
That should pass. Motion passed. Okay.
This is all the easy stuff, wait till hard stuff comes to.
Alright,
We're done.
yeah, it's getting tricky now, so. The discussion about the parameters of overhead of the DOA grid resiliency grant,
All right, so
freaking stupid.
absolutely is, so I told you last time. That any rolling stock in this grant. When the grant period is finished. You have to pay the Department of Energy back. For the remainder of the value of the vehicle. Of the piece of equipment.
So if we keep it for 3 years, at the end of 3 years, we gotta pay them what the sale value of that
So
excavator and equipment.
we did some research and basically it, for average. Cause diesel equipment, especially since they don't run around the solid roads, don't lose a lot of value over a
Mhm.
few years.
No, you gotta have a lot of
So
hours.
you have to, so like that's $110,000 machine. After about 3 years, it'd probably be worth mid-80s.
But with, they're gonna be talking about all the attachments too,
Right,
so that's more than.
right.
So
I'm just,
Just go with full
So-
numbers so they get it.
yeah, so. In that case, let's see.
We were gonna get a grant for how much?
Well, a lot of it, some of it was labor too, but I think we're about 140 on the machine.
And that was with all the attachments? I thought it was
Yeah.
more than that, but-
140
So grant
times
for the whole
point.
thing.
So that's 112,000. They have to pay them back if it was a 3-year period.
So
Which
what I
what the-
suggest
which what
there-
they've- currently the grant, the way it's written is 3-year. Because they didn't tell us about this, we wanted to get it over with. Because you have to do quarterly reporting, so. But it's still not too late to go back and, rip it up and,
Start over.
adjust it. Largely, that's what. But it's still,
It's not grants.
so after 6 years, you're probably looking at $91,000. To
That we would owe it.
Right,
So
pay them to keep the machine, or
So
you could
that's-
just give the machine and say, keep it.
Take it back, correct, it's the same thing as the car, we keep it to their time period and we don't want it anymore, we return it.
Right, now with the car, if you don't go to sell it, you don't owe them anything, it's a different program.
Right. Yeah.
This
But it's
program-
Similar in that sense.
Similar, but if you don't try to get rid of it, you don't owe them anything. This one, the end of the grant period, you owe them whatever the value is after the use.
And how much are we paying during the grant period?
Nothing.
So at least we're basically using it.
Well,
yeah,
actually, we pay almost 50%, but that's all in kind labor we're already doing.
Right, stuff that's already, we're gonna be doing, that's not gonna change us nothing or cost us nothing,
Right.
besides what we're normally doing.
It's just record keeping.
So yes, that's the big catch 22 is somebody's got to file quarterly or monthly reports and
Quarterly
quarterly
reports,
reports.
yeah.
Throughout the life of it, so if we go for 6 years. Manager or treasurer or somebody's gonna have to file a report once a month.
With all the updates,
Oh
like
my
the
God.
hours you spent in it, what you did with it,
Which is a pretty
for the
light
grant,
left, in my opinion.
what was for the grant purposes, you have to justify everything.
So it'd be
Every-
cheaper to buy it our own.
It
With
might-
our own money.
and this,
No, you're talking a 5 to 10 minute maximum each report.
And this is
No.
this is an excavator.
it's more than that.
How, you have all the numbers available, you gotta put it in. and-
Just getting into the form that the format of the server, the
Okay, so-
program
Yeah,
they use.
how much then?
Yes.
An
Probably
hour?
half an hour to 45 minutes per.
Alright, so there you go, so you got 12 hours a year. For 6 years,
And it
The
don't
math.
cost us
it's
nothing.
not $160,000.
So it doesn't cost us nothing for 6 years. It's just
Correct.
to keep it at the end.
Well, like you said, there's in-kind stuff, so when they're doing certain jobs. That what we're having them do anyway counts for that grant, correct, Eric?
Right, but as far as you talk about at the end,
At
You
the
either have
end,
to
we
buy
either
them
bring it
out.
back or buy it.
No, I'm talking about like it's kind of like in my head,
Oh.
looking at it as a lease, like,
That's
we're
it,
not
we
paying
keep it.
anything for the lease.
that's
We're
basically what we're doing.
Out of pocket.
Oh.
It's basically a
Not till the
free
end, or we return.
lease, and you have to pay lease
They
in
get
value to keep
Share
it.
it by the-
Which is just information. It's not.
No, at the end, it's money.
Yeah, at the end it's money, but during that
Right,
6 years, it's just putting in information on it, it's no physical, voluntary value.
right. So it's
Many estimators,
6-year lease, basically, for
fresh
free.
attachment, 2 buckets,
And we don't have to pay
you have
us
to give
to
it
keep
a
it.
bunch of stuff.
right?
which
No,
they would be
you
able
have to pay
use,
for it to keep it.
Special graphics,
That's the
poles,
yeah.
Dragon Mountain, where
Even just
we
we
can't.
can't for 6
we
years.
can't
So
go in
technically,
town,
we could
want
turn
to
it
have
back
the
in
town
and
help half poles.
another
Well,
grant.
depending on what other grants available.
Right.
So that's kind of the.
Just like a lease program.
Mhm.
So the 50% in kind. Is round up.
It's like a buyout with a lease.
Line clearing,
It's like guys doing line maintenance, mostly.
Which we're out 12 hours. Your time. Or someone's time.
Mhm. Yeah, that counts also towards the,
in kind.
Okay, there you go.
And then we can choose either 3 or 6 years.
I can choose anywhere 1 to 6 years. 6 is the max.
6 is the max.
When we started the process, we went 3 years, so we got approved, so we have to start kind of at the beginning again to make it happen.
So you said 50% income. Right?
Mhm.
So what's the total price of this machine and accessories? So I mean, if you're talking about returning at $90,000, it's a $400,000 machine.
No, it's 200 something, because you also had the.
We had-
line clearing
we
it.
had- I forget how,
We were trying to get the line.
$60,000 to $70,000 of line clearing as well,
In.
like contract line clearing. You don't have to pay anything back for
But
that.
35.
Labor's, isn't leased, it's, you get it,
Right.
so.
So now, so this machine at the end of 6 years. It's gonna be housed, so it's not. So it's not
Very good
an
shape.
issue. It's gonna be really good shape up for 6 years.
Mhm.
And like I said, then we get out of the maintenance of the shared bucket. Excavator that they have,
Yeah.
wheel excavator, whatever it is, the maintenance. It's solely ours. We don't need to go and. Back borrow steel in the middle of the night to go dig a water main.
Right, is this a village equipment, is it electric department?
It'll belong to the electric department, but the water department's gonna use it.
Yeah,
But I'm saying, when it comes to assets, it matters whose stamp is on it, so.
It's electric.
it's grid resilient.
Yeah, it's electric.
And if we don't do the whole 50% in kind, if it doesn't equal out by the end of it, we'll owe that too. Or
It's gonna equal out.
We'll
We do 35,000 a year budgeted for line clear to begin with.
Yeah, we'll be
He's trying to
fine.
get more than.
We'll be fine on the,
Okay.
we'll make it.
So if we take 6 years, 90.
Remember, at the same time, we do not have to buy it, we can.
Right, I'm just saying that, but we know that shouldn't at that point.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah,
it would be a-
at that point, it'll be a case of either they like it or they want a different one and they make
Right.
it.
They may
they
want
make
something
it-
bigger.
If we budgeted in the equipment funds, $15,000 a year for $90,000 in the 6 years, we could then have the money, sometime this big jump. We do a capital equipment fund for the purchase of that machine, which we don't have to do, but we could do it over the course of 6 years, have the money and go write a check because the money's there. We spread it over 6 years. We don't have a big capital expenditure increase at the end of 6 years. Or we go, no, we got $90,000 put down on another machine that we like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think there's
Well,
an easy workaround all the way around,
Mhm.
they're trying to decide, it's
Right.
just whether we wanna try just to 3 years. File again for 6 years, they may change the whole process on us for 6 years, correct? Terms me, we just don't know,
Yeah.
I mean, we're not, it doesn't say that, but they could change everything on us, cause we were one of the first in and first approved.
I think, I think longer term, we're gonna be better off.
I do.
Because depreciation is gonna be, depreciation is gonna have these the first 3 years.
Mhm.
And but the next 3 is not gonna be, depreciation is gonna, percentage is gonna decrease.
Right.
But at the same time, like, it's 6 years to come up with capital
Mhm.
over a reasonable rate of time. To
And,
be
you
able to
know,
afford it or put something down on something.
right, and there's multiple ways of looking at it. We could highlight capital reserves,
Yeah.
just like you do.
Yeah.
But the PUC likes you to borrow money for capital.
Yes.
So we may have to look at it that way too.
I like
Was-
the idea of 6, but can you look into it and see if we try to do 6 and they're like, it's gonna be an easy process, yes. But I agree what Kenny's saying, if they're gonna be like, if there's a possibility to lose everything by going 6 years. We're better off with doing what we know we have, but I like the 6 year.
Right now, we are approved for surgery, so
Yeah.
I think we'll I think forward, we should direct Eric to look into it further. We'll see if we can go to 6, because we still have time, because if we go to 6, we're not even filed yet.
Yeah.
Correct, Eric?
I can go to 6. I just have to rewrite it.
When do we have to accept it?
We're
No,
approved for the 3 right now.
The goal is to, I'd have to be right in full next week. So the goal is to get them submitted by next Monday.
Yeah, for the last of the applications for it.
So,
Applications, when we're approved, how long is that approval last?
I didn't see any timeline on acceptance.
Cause it's still actually. in
Well,
process.
ours is not, ours was preliminary approved, it had some stuff that has to be rewritten anyways.
Okay.
But while I'm in there, adding the stuff they want. I can change terms also.
So you can check with them and see. if,
Yes.
was it-
I'll make sure that,
Can't remember his name, but whoever it was.
We still could do a capital equipment for 15, if the 3 years is a better option,
Sure.
3 years, we'll have
That's
45,
75.
or 45 for 3 years.
Put it up with. Yeah.
But that makes sense.
I'll see them tomorrow. In an email.
yeah, well, day after that.
Yeah, tomorrow, next day. But just see if,
Make sure there's no chance of loss of grant.
yes, of what we have right now.
Yep.
And if we can just leave what we have now and just do another. For 6 in case it's not gonna fly. He seemed to understand it and what he was saying on it about. How we're pre-approved and still have the
Right.
hurdles to go through.
Right.
So I would look at that, I think out, the 6 years is smart move, don't you agree, Darrell?
Yeah. What is it, the machine, what's the machine?
Probably about.
So it's,
Oh, you haven't even got it.
we've got a few options,
It's good numbers.
yeah, but yeah, just a small track evader.
And I'm sure you look at Bobcat first.
We've looked at like 4 or 5 different ones, including Bobcat.
But that must have been first.
Probably,
No, name.
probably.
Which I don't care what you wanna do.
But we're
You
actually-
probably have-
I don't really care, I just wondering, curious on the size, so.
It's probably gonna be 40 horse.
Yeah.
If no bigger than that. Then
So the
then
line
you're
clear, it's not
medium.
like they're gonna go off. I mean, it's gonna be just local stuff, but I mean, it's gonna be small, it's not like it's gonna be a rig where they could.
They're going in with the bush, using it for like brush hogging
Yeah.
and pole setting, you can actually grab and.
Yeah,
Set
just check,
pole.
make sure you check in with those, the brush hog ones, because I think the Kubota. I think once you fire up. The brush hog end of it. It really limits you on what other functions, you almost have to sit in one spot, brush hog, shut everything off, move it. Just make sure somebody looks
Yeah, I think
into.
it's probably gonna be like, I can't believe we do Kubota, the most expensive one.
Out there, that's great.
But
Kubota.
if it's Bobcat, they're gonna have the 2
I just
speed pumps.
check in to make sure. that Everything works. with it.
Bobcat would have the high flow pumps like
Yeah.
our snowboards.
Yeah.
But, okay, so Eric's gonna look into that and then he'll get back to us and we can really decide next month or.
Yeah. Along with that, Eric.
Well, no, you can't, we need to decide now, I need to have the application filed next Monday.
Well, yeah, but we don't have to accept the grant, so you can file the application, correct?
True,
That's just what we did already.
right, I mean, you haven't signed anything yet.
Correct. So we can get the grant and then say, no, we changed our mind and they can't.
Right, you don't need to take the money.
Correct, so.
And then we're saying no to the 3 year, we're just saying no to the options.
Yes.
And at the same time, if this equipment does move forward, which like it goes 3 year or 6 years of that, I know there's some. Legwork or paperwork to be set up and capital equipment fund, is that correct?
Probably have to go for a vote on it. Do we have, for the electrical department, did we have a capital
I
equipment?
believe I do. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sure, I thought it was-
So it's already there, just, all I gotta do is put the number
Okay,
we
well, I
want
thought
in
it
there
was
and the
trouble.
voters, and actually the voters don't even, you guys are approving authority, because it's not general fund.
Right.
For electric, correct.
Right.
So yes, I would like to. Have that kind of in place as well. 'Cause
Authority.
even if we only do the 3 years at 15, we do the 15, that would cover it for the 6 year.
Mhm.
And we try to go with the 3, if we stick with the 15, then we're gonna do what we're capital equipment plus borrowing. We can borrow for that 3 years on
Right.
on the 45, the interest on that's gonna be nominal.
Yep.
So either one, I'd like to see that kind of.
So
Let's make sure.
there's
it's
only,
in
there's
the
only,
Equipment fund that could be, if we decided that we don't need it, we can use for something else. Not just for the excavator.
yeah, that's why it's capital equipment.
Yeah.
It's not just,
But we also have to handle it. You can have it, but if we don't put into it, that's no.
So-
You're good.
so there's only one application, I can't do side by sides.
Okay.
Cause but, so. I'm hearing the board. If there's no real chance of, the 6 year move causing us to lose the grant, go for the 6.
Yes.
And if the
If there
chance,
Take no.
if the chances, that it could go take the 3. Okay. That's all I need.
Did we confuse you on that, Donna?
If I could, I should have, would have.
Okay, so we're on into, possible act on village, the COLA. For the
Yep.
village employees. So the COLA is 3.5. And
that
then
last year.
It's right out, yeah, it's the next page in your
that's
packet.
what we added, well, we pre-approved it for last year.
Yeah.
So. With the town, and I spoke with Evan, and they're gonna do the same thing for now, as long as we
Mhm.
agree.
Mhm.
The insurance was what, Eric, 4?
So it's a, just generally across the board, it's a 4.4% increase. I've got, if you look in your packet, I've got it broke down for the village.
So.
So the increase over last year is $6,400, but it's actually still $3,300 cheaper than year before last.
How is that?
That's, there's a missing component to that. Numbers don't lie, but there's
Well,
something.
that's
there
because
that's-
there's less people here.
Right, you also didn't get a 3.5% raise last year.
Right. So the difference, no, we're talking about, I'm talking about raise your health insurance. I was talking about health insurance.
Yes.
So we should go back and raise because that's another line item. But
Well, that's not good.
which one do you want?
Well, basically,
Which one do you want me to talk about?
it's not a whole lot to really talk about, it's 3.5% increase and 4.4, so either we wanna add more to the employees. Or are we gonna stay covering the 90%?
There's no way those numbers are. They can be accurate, but they can be deceitful at the same time.
Okay.
So,
They're not, so the difference being, the reason they're lower than year before last are twofold. One, the estimator position was eliminated.
this may position.
Yes, we got rid of the estimator.
Okay,
So there's a whole body.
yeah,
And two, instead of one person on opt-out, there's two people on opt-out. So that's why things were lower. Starting the year before last, because we ended up with less,
so,
health insurance coverage.
So last year medical went up like 20 some odd percent, this year it's only like 4.
It
Yes.
didn't really go 20% though, it's kind of cool.
no, last
Yeah,
year,
number
there was a
wasn't-
forecast last year that ended up being.
It didn't.
I think it was 13% by the,
So last I heard Blue Cross Blue Shield, the increase this year was 31%. So,
not their group, that's their individual.
no, this was the,
Well, they went for high teens or 20. I forget, but for small group, which we're in, so basically what happened is both, especially Blue Cross, they came in pretty high. And previously, the Vermont Care Board has pretty much just given them free rein. Yeah, this year they held the line and said, no, you are only getting 4.4. So Vermont Care Board, definitely did us a solid.
And in COLA, we won't know COLA until December.
No, it's
Right now, I'm
3.5.
looking at, it's 2.1 right now, that,
Well,
next year.
Last year.
right, for the coming year, you don't know yet.
Okay.
Right, but,
Estimated to be 2.2
yeah,
next
so
year.
we always, we work in arrears. We got a whole system of working in arrears that the COLA, the CPI adjustment for a year ago, November, is what we raised on for this coming season. And
Okay.
so we're always just a little behind, but it gives you more time to budget.
Exactly the way it's always been.
That's what it,
yeah. Thank you for that.
Yep.
So these back to insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So the premium numbers for 2026, those are locked. Those are known numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
There's one less employee. Right.
Okay, so I have a typo on the dates on the bottom. It says 25 premiums and 24 premiums, those are backwards.
Yeah.
Those are backwards, 2024.
So there's an increase of 6,000.
No. So the 2026 premium is 142.7. And you subtract, so you subtract,
No, you got them right.
yep, I got them right. No, I don't.
Huh?
No, I don't. That's right. Yeah, 2024 was higher. Because,
Oh, yeah.
because we had Ann and I wasn't opting out. 2024 was higher at 146. Last year was lower at 136.
Yeah, so you got.
And then this year's high is between the two at 142.
Oh, I see. So,
Yeah.
so the opt-out, remind me. Is that a percentage of?
It works differently for different, so. Mine's by
versus
contract,
Contract,
mine's by contract and it's level funded.
yeah,
So, the village is actually saving an extra $2,000 this year over last year
right,
on that part.
yeah.
And then the other one is half of the single person plan. And so that goes up
So it's a
when the
50
rates goes up.
50%. So,
Yep.
Rosemary's not on Medicare?
No, she's only 62. Or 63. She's not 65 yet.
Oh.
63.
You better watch now.
Yeah.
I'm not, I guess, on her age.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that. Anyway, she's not on.
Pretty crack.
She is too young for Medicare. Let me strike that, just say Rosemary too
No,
young
no.
for Medicare.
Okay.
Yeah. Or just leave it off.
I was stopping
Yeah,
Rosemary.
just leave it.
Um,
I thought she was,
No?
I didn't know she was that much younger than me. Sorry.
so.
I guess I should think of those, what would the price be if it was, if we paid the 100% of that?
We're not 20% more. Oh, 10.
10% more.
Oh, we pay extra.
10% more.
Yep. That'd be,
Well, not quite 10% more because you'd have to
It'd still be under the.
do something different with me.
146.
Because you wouldn't put 10% to everything because my number's in here,
right.
but it doesn't go up.
So,
So the other percentages on, like,
so beach. Personal.
Yeah,
You could
for
choose
the
yours
town
as well,
takes
too.
care.
Really?
Oh, up in the top section, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I can't vote on it anyway, 'cause my wife's in it. I said with her on this, I can't vote, and I can vote on village employees.
Well, I'm not talking about freaking vote, I'm talking about dollars and cents. So,
Oh, it's,
so the two person that we're offering here is more expensive to you than you get some life insurance for yourself.
I just go grab my paycheck, my wife did all my stuff for me.
He's trying to convince you to have Lydia take opt out. That's no, what's good.
We're not gonna have to worry about that very long, so let's just,
But that's the number.
that's the number.
So where it came from, but the.
The 140, the
140,
42.
142, 739.
Yep.
From what I'm. Last year it was 25. 36.
I'll hold it backwards.
No, they're not backwards.
Well, they're not. 136 was last year.
Right.
Yep. 146 was 2024.
So, it's very big numbers.
That's weird.
See here, me. See if I can make this a little easier here. So I don't know if you can. What happened here? Oh, there we go. So if you look on the screen, there's last year's chart versus this year's chart. So I get this whole thing automated where I plug in the new values up here and it just automates it. Yeah. And changes the costs. So. So like I say, last year, a family plan was $31.98 a month. This year is $33.64 or 67, sorry. And then this puts it through the whole split between village and town and the 10%, and you end up with the totals.
The insurance is drawn from all locations, well, yeah, it's drawn from all locations, electric, water, sewer, and.
Absolutely, yeah, so the $6,400 difference is spread across departments, largely electric.
Right. So.
Who's in Nate's family? Over. 2 kids?
I think he's got 2, yeah, but they're still. Doesn't matter, all I need is 1.
Yeah.
You cover them till they're 27 now.
Nothing we can do about the number.
No, nothing to do with the numbers, so I just, it's. I have to understand.
I get it.
Right,
Mhm.
so that increase is actually. Way more reasonable than I expected, I think.
Yes,
Well,
me
honestly,
as well.
it's been horrendous the last 4
Yeah,
years.
yeah, me as well.
But even still, there are people, there are companies that are switching.
It's a lot better
Because
than-
of not increases in food costs, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, but there's also not many insurance companies taking on anybody else right now.
Well, you can't because the law is limited into what, there's what, 3?
Yep.
I think it's 3, right?
There's, well, within the Vermont Health Connect, as far as if you're small, if you remember the state, there's only 2.
Right.
So we have to be able to get insurance outside of the month.
So I'd entertain a motion for 3.5% increase on pay, 4.4 increase on insurance contingent with the town agreement.
Second.
Any further discussion?
So they're not gonna separate those 2?
Separate what to?
Where you're going COLA and insurance all in one motion?
Be cleaner to do them separate, it would.
They,
Donna, is it cleaner for you to do them separate?
she just recorded.
We already moved forward. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Darrell?
Is it gonna matter?
No.
Let them separate. Does not hit, might as well just get it done.
Yes, aye.
But
Okay. Roll call. Ellis.
Aye.
Darrell, BJ. Darrell. Well,
No.
motion passes.
can I just ask one question?
Certainly.
These, for the people, everybody that's downstairs, Rosemary, Susan, Linda.
Mhm.
That is the actual what we pay.
That's the percentage we pay their salary and their benefits compared to the town.
So none of them downstairs are 100.
Correct,
Changing,
correct.
Right, I just,
just so you know, that's our next conversation.
yeah, no. That's,
Marla's 100% village, we just get.
so she is 100.
Marla and Eric.
No, Marla's 80.
That's 80.
Marla's 80?
Yeah,
Marla's 80?
she's 80.
80.
So she has 2 paychecks, one village, one town?
No,
We
it's-
say, we contract the hours. just-
Right, so she is our employee.
Yes,
Right,
We just get reimbursed.
80%
just for
right.
the hours.
We get reimbursed.
But yeah. So she's paid by she's the village employee.
And Lydia.
no, Lydia's a town employee and we reimburse them for.
Susan is a village.
Susan's a village employee.
Rosemary's a town as far as the accounting is done.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so the next one is the vehicle manager, or vehicle policy that BJ and I come up with. So, no, like I said, that's not in here, this is the old one, where's the one I sent you?
I didn't get one from you.
I sent you,
You sent me stuff for later, but not that.
oh no,
I didn't see it.
look at your text, can you run down and print it so they can have copies?
Right.
We're not really doing anything with it today,
It's all right, so.
yeah. I'll resend it again.
Isn't that, is it? Well, I figured,
That's the original one.
oh, that's the original.
Okay, so when you print this out, it's not really gonna be a discussion about it today, I just want everybody to look at it, the one you're gonna receive is the one BJ and I come up with. Mostly BJ, we worked on it. I think we need to revise from the one we have, the one we have. Makes it so that employees can only use the vehicle on the 7th Wednesday of the month, every other leap year. So I think we need to relook at it, that's why we created a new one. Now he's gonna run down and print it out, so everybody can have one. And then we'll just have it as an actual discussion for the next time.
Perfect. So you want to just pass that out tonight before we leave?
Yes. So that's what I'm gonna have them do, is just have them printed out so everybody can have it. Compare, this is the one that we put in effect not too long ago, so just do the comparisons, you'll see where I was getting with it.
Okay. So the last thing you have there.
No, there's one more.
What's left?
You got it?
We did Donna earlier.
You're saying that you think you already made a decision about uploading the minutes? Cause it sounded to me like there was a whole lot.
Yes, I think we pretty much, Eric,
Tell me what you decided, cause it sounded.
Do it all, do whatever you can on there.
Do whatever.
So this is a chair decision or board decision?
That's what we did just in the beginning of the meeting.
we just had.
$150 to
Yeah,
do it all.
don't charge a couple hours, they'll upload all
I'm sure that's before I got here.
of them. No, I don't think so, let's do it again.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
All right, that just.
Nope, let's do it again. So, we asked Donna to upload the minutes. I was thinking that she could just upload the last 2 years and put the rest on an SD card, we could put it in the vault. It seems like it's a better idea to put them all on there in case you wanted to look back to 2015 and
Okay.
see how that starts. Donna, you said, I won't speak for you, how many hours you think it'll take to load them all?
Well, I guess I was guessing maybe half an hour per year is what we're talking, what, 12 years, that's at $22 an hour.
$140.
6 hours.
Like $140.
Okay. Makes sense. So they'll all be on the website.
Yes, so that everything's back on the website.
Yeah, I think that's.
I'd like to, is it hard to put it on an SD card so we can have all of them, so we can have a backup in case something happens to our website again?
No, I.
Or are you keeping everything all the time, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I've got them on my computer, but you know.
I don't wanna put it on you to
somebody has
store 'em.
my computer. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it would be a good.
So can we authorize her to buy a SD card that would carry them all, we can put it in the vault?
Yeah.
Consensus works, just not a huge lot of money.
Yep. Perfect.
That work for you, Donna?
Sure.
And then you can just get the SD card to Eric. Or whoever.
Do we want to read this out loud or no?
Nope, we're just gonna let everybody take it and study it a little bit, because we don't really need to take action on it today. Okay, so when you guys directed me and BJ to meet with Evan and Adrian, moving forward treasurer. So the town is moving forward with their own treasurer and clerk, and they're moving forward with removing all joint employees or shared employees.
Okay.
That's got our insurance with Katie. So there's not much really discussion on it because that's the direction they're going, so we have no say.
Yeah, 10 more share employees. And that's.
So it's gonna be up to us to,
Figure the logistics out.
so I think. Eric's gonna start. Coming up with a plan on. Whether we need a treasurer and assistant treasurer, or because we're separated now that we. Only had Rosemary for 40 hours, Susan for 40% of the time. Are we gonna be able to do it with one person?
Well, that's what I was kind of curious about that, because
I mean, starting with only 40% of her time, only 40% of the time.
And then we lose Lydia's 40% of her time, and we gain back 20% of Marilyn. So are we gonna need another part-time staff? That would help fill in as assistant treasurer if needed in the vacant areas.
Well, I think a good starting point with that would be Rosemary. How many hours a week how much time in a day do you feel that you've worked on just village stuff?
We're the biggest lift of it all, so I don't understand how we're 40%.
I'm just curious on,
I'm just
like,
being
just to be like,
Yeah,
just an honest question, and
It should be
And-
80-20.
Susan, how much time do you actually spend a day on average?
I mean, you guys know business.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got two businesses. We got a water and sewer and electric, well, three, basically.
Three businesses.
And a fire department.
Yeah, our treasurer is definitely our biggest, but our town clerk is by far the smallest, like that can be added on to the treasurer, right?
And for the most part, Lydia does more village than she, probably Susan. She's reconciling all checkbooks.
Yeah.
Or all
So
the
they
people help.
was they implementing this in March, or is this something they're just working towards?
I'm going with, they're gonna implement it whenever they implement, so we're gonna start planning for us for April. Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just bringing it up because we gotta start thinking now, because we got a budget for it.
Yeah.
But it's
Ours
gonna
is
be
kinda
different.
sooner than yours.
and
Well,
then,
just explain to Eric that I've been with our meeting that the town is separating clerk treasurer from the village, separating all employees.
the village clerk is appointed.
All of our positions are appointed, yeah. Mhm. So.
So sooner than later.
I screamed at the 4-person meeting that the town and the village told us to work together, get along, quit splitting up, but
He did.
I didn't get anywhere. So I'm gonna remind everybody that in their meeting. Huh? Ken. What? He was here, you didn't catch him? No. Alright, well, you missed it, we all got him, he's coming to the fire department, okay.
So sooner than later, we definitely gotta start possibly looking into that treasurer position. Because that's gonna be the big one for us, the big hit.
Well, they gotta work with Rosemary for a little while, so to catch on to.
We haven't budgeted it yet, so that's why we're starting this process now, so that we can put in enough budget for that person to be here for, say, 3-4 weeks with Rosemary.
All right.
So can we scout Susan?
Nope, Susan don't wanna work for the village.
Try.
Is it you?
Nope.
No, she didn't want to be village.
Don't list.
She don't be the treasurer.
She said I'm intimidating apparently, but no, that has nothing to do with it. And it's too much of a lift, she didn't wanna do it alone. Sounds like she's gonna do it for the town.
Yeah, because our treasurer is a big job.
It's the whole process.
Is, yeah.
So I did speak with him and said, well. I don't wanna have to find a clerk. And I don't wanna, if we get a CPA, I don't wanna have to have them learn clerking. So I talked, in the conversation, they said we'd better work out a deal where we could. Rent their clerk for our elections.
That's all it is.
Now, that's verbal, there's no written, they had to bring it to their board, but.
But I'm sure if we have a CPA, yeah, I mean, throwing that on to them for elections once a year, it might not be a big thing.
There's a lot of clerk
learn-
duties for the.
they would have to learn.
A lot of stuff to learn.
Yeah, they would have to learn that process and the legality of it, the legality of it.
Right, alrighty, we don't elect justices of peace, we use the town justice,
Correct.
so I think that goes with the clerk. So,
We still wanna use them, but we pay for them.
Right, we could do a direct contract with their clerk.
yes, that's what I was getting, that's what I suggested.
Yeah, we could say their clerk. Say, as hard you, Dave Williams is. Or they hired him to do the meeting. Anyways, that's
Yes,
the.
that's one you.
You bring up copies, yeah.
So on the OV thing. It jammed up and overheated I got 2 copies. I just sent electronic copies to everybody. Who needs the 2 paper?
Okay, I'll bring the last, I didn't figure.
Anyone need paper?
No.
Okay.
So in your.
Actually, yeah, no.
I think it's very tough, you're gonna be trying to evaluate what we're gonna need for employees, once this town decides to.
Yeah,
Provide us.
me and BJ talked about it after the meeting, we're gonna come in to down there. Down something out, so we.
That I would include, Rosemary and Susan.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It needs to be a. Big pile of rock.
But
You have what was that, 13 bank accounts or something? Yeah, that's being reconciled for us right now alone.
So obviously, I mean, that's. Where are we gonna put all these extra people?
well, that's, there's not really any
It's
extra.
kind of the same number of people.
One
here
office
as-
needed, and we have the Lister's office, but Lister does not need an office for once. When he's
Well,
here
if-
1 day out of the month.
If we have to hire somebody to take Rosemary's spot, that's a person.
Our
We
treasurer
have to
or
hire
Eric
another
and-
person
That's
to
that's
take.
spot. There's room for that. The office for the treasurer would be either Eric's office, and he can move out to the other one, or vice versa. We've already,
Because
I already claimed that office from him.
It's right, a year and a half to hire a new town manager, so.
because right now you think about it, we got 2, you got the treasurer and the clerk, and if we do the separation, we could turn it over to 1.
Right.
So like, we're not really adding so much.
Okay, so that was the big thing. Other than that,
Motion adjourned.
we're adjourned.
Motion adjourned.
During 8:17. You gotta hang out.
Well, we walk in the door.
Will, did you forget your pen, or did you steal it from Rosemary?
Huh?
Did you forget a pen, or did you steal it from Rosemary?